Morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Due to the time differences, how's everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing quite well by the grace. Um, Let me just.
Hey, Adwoa Odo mensam renaso. Make us say why you meja. Mama ye ko pass na ye tie no. Ono de oba. Onso ne po. Na wa chire chire nsem apensem pensem. Awa we mu wa chiasie. Inti odofo besemi yanko. What I mean is, beloved, Adwoa Odo mensa is here. Let us go and listen to her. All you have to do is to give her your listening ears. She's going to bisect, trisect, dissect, and even intersect the words of this life to you. I am going to listen to Odo Mensa. Media Miko cry, Miko tieno, share, when tina, why yo, the counselor back up in no size, oh yeah, kiki, angaza.
Uye Kikim, Ankasa. Brother Mike Mika, Abomuti saying, Memo Wakwaba. Oh, say yes, Wadum, any Shira. Oni, Adophonum near Busia Funina, Ubia, and where. And that topic in I become some emotional resilience. In life issues, abrabomu in some. A lot of us, we don't know how to respond to situations when you being cyberbullying, when your children are being bullied in school, when you being bullied in your relationship, in your marriages. A lot of people do not know how to respond to it. They are more reactive than being proactive. They respond to the moment. So that's what we're going to learn, talk about today. And then later on, before I go off, I will do my cardio because music is a good sensory for the mind, body, and soul. As I shared last time, because of copyright, at times you brakovi you play the song and then like I'm trying to watch it over and it's basically not allowing me to um they mute some of it and I don't like that. I want to be able to hear what is happening later on. If they're going to do that, no, that does not concern me. Intino mima obia akaba sister Aisha obesima wasanwo nimdie kan ho mima wo akwaba apomu saying I have missed you. Or says I have missed you. Rough Aisha Ankra said hello sister love and wonderful people. I love my name. My name suits me. And because, hey, everything about me, kind. Nothing is straight up from my heart. So, hey, sister, yeah, author pe atobra. The knowledgeable one. Onuswa landed rough. Sister, yeah. Today you guys going to enjoy the topic and I love to see a lot of contributions, questions, as we go, we're going to learn together. We're going to be learning about emotional resilience. It's very important for us to learn how to deal with situations that are too overwhelming for us, or even as parents to teach our children how to dismantle bullies. Mhm. We have people being women especially being bullied in their relationships, marriages, and being uh, put in the level of like they unimportant. And then how we react to it, it empowers some partners to do some sickening and some foolish things, and then they want to be praised for their ego, to massage their ego. And then we have our children. Some of them, they quick temper because they see certain behaviors in a marital home or in relationship with their mother. And then you have some men who have no respect for women, because when it comes to women, the only thing that they good about is just sex. Yeah, once I have sex with you, that's it, right? And so we're going to be talking about all that aspect. So as I say, you can ask questions, you can also share your opinion on this platform. We come here to learn, share information, and whatever is beneficial for you, you take it along with you. You practice it. Don't just go and apply. Practice it for at least 21 days. If you feel it's something that will be beneficial to you, then you utilize it. Don't go and rushing into things, because when you get information, you have to take time to process, have better understanding, delete some of the things, or deprogram some of the things that are not helping you to grow. Then once you delete that, you hold on to the ones that is helpful, that has been working for years and years. You don't throw away what is working for you. Then you apply the new information that you have learned, that you feel if you add to what you have been using that's helping you, you apply to it little by little, not boom. And yet it's not at once. You do it little by little, and then you take your time to make sure you are adjusting on a daily basis. That's what's going to help you be more successful. Don't rush through things. Just make sure that you take your time. But a lot of us, lack of emotional resilience, because we are so reactive. A lot of humanity, a lot of people are reactive. When someone says something we don't like, we're going to respond, because if I don't respond, the person is going to think that I'm stupid. The person is going to think that I'm not intelligent enough. The person is going to think that I'm weak. I don't care what other people think of me. I don't care what other people feels about me. I am me. So, I have to be able to speak up. What are some of the ways that I can go about, to deal with situations that are unpleasant? How do you confront someone in a healthy way that the person will will have to listen, because of how you communicate with the person. You're not going to attack the person, you're not going to disrespect the person, but the person is going to hear what you have to say, because a lot of people don't know how to confront. When people hear the word confrontation, all they picturing is fight, right? But there are many ways, different levels of confrontation. You can confront someone not in an aggressive way, in a productive way, whereas the person can understand where you're coming from, and you can set boundaries and make sure that they do not repeat what they just said, and they're going to learn from it. Brother Isaac Hamweni, mema wakwaba apomu ete saying, I hope say yes to adom, any ni shira, eye pa, saya atobra, say. Hello, Sister Adwoa, and the lovely people on the platform. Hello to you also, my dear sister. Sister Aisha, love back to you. Please, good evening, Mom. And please. Oh, good evening. Let me see. Oh, Sister Sage. Obasima. Someone in the account says, See greetings, Sister Adwoa Odo, and the beautiful people aboard. Greetings to you as well. So, I'm going to start with giving definition of emotional resilience. Okay, so by definition, emotional resilience is your ability to respond to stressful or unexpected situations and cries. Okay, the amount of emotional resilience you have is determined by a number of different things, including your age, identity, and what you have experienced in your life. We do have some people, when they react to things, it could be some past trauma, because in their past situation, they were weak. They cannot respond. They could not protect themselves. They didn't have any defense mechanism because they were too young to be able to do that. So now they're an adult, so they feel that if someone says something to them, in order for them to establish themselves, or to have the identity in place, they need to, kind of deflect whatever is being thrown at them. So if it's an insult, I'm going to insult this person too, and let's see who can insult the other person. Let's see who can hurt the other person. The pain that the person is feeling, they want to reflect that on you, especially when it comes to bullies. Bullies are cowards. Bullies are weak. Bullies are insecure. And I can go on. Bullies are like, most bullies have been bullied before, or they just a scam. They just a low class. Okay. They don't have anything better to do because they are unhappy with their life. They need to make other people also feel unhappy. And that seems to be the problem that a lot of bullies do not understand. Most of them is they being bullied at home, in their home environment, in their parents' marital home, in their parents' relationship. That's what they see. That's what is normal for them. So in so many ways, whatever is coming at them, they have to react to it. And then we have some of our children. I have spoken about anger, right? I myself has experienced that. I used to be really angry as a teenager, as a young woman, and as in my mid 30s. I had anger management problems. I used to get so annoyed and frustrated with so many things, stressing myself for no reason. It's like, what in the world? Like, what the hell? I didn't really care. Like, you insult me, I'm going to get right back at you, because you know what, I wasn't going to let you just walk off easily. And think, no, I wanted to like make sure that people notice me and know, say, okay, this girl, you can't just go and say something to her and walk away. But as time goes on and I got older, some people, they as they grow, they become more mature, more respectful, and then they learn other coping skills. Instead of being reactive, you become proactive. So it means being proactive, you think through things before you react. You just don't react to things. Okay, let me see. And you assess things. Okay, what does this person mean saying what they just said now? Is this something that I said, Or like, a lot of times when we say something, someone will react negatively towards it because that's the type of person that they are. So they feel that you talking about them, even though what you're saying has nothing to do with them. And it's just sad. So like if you have a partner who has anger management problem, or if you yourself have anger issues, just keep in mind, when you have children in the house, one or all your children are going to pick that habit because they see that happening within the house. So when they do see that happening within the house, they're going to be picking up on that energy. So when they do go out and start making friends, they're going to identify some of the friends that don't say much. They see them as a weak person. They look for the ones who don't say much, who do not retaliate when you say something to them, someone who looks fragile. Those are the ones that they're going to pick on them. Have anybody seen a bully who will pick on the bad boy, the someone who always causing trouble? No. They normally make friends with those people because they know that if they bring their foolishness on that person is going to, like, beat the crap out of them, or hurt them. So they don't mess with strong people, right? Or bullies do not mess with bullies because they know how they are. They know a bully can hurt them emotionally, psychologically, physically, if they trying to, have physical fight and stuff. But they pick on the ones who are so fragile, who are, like, unbalanced, who are so reactive. Like, excuse me, in high school, when I was in high school, this was like in the 90s, early 90s. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. Um, a lot of, like, some of the terms, but now you don't hear this generation saying it much. But back in the days, when someone asks you to do something and you tell them no, they were like, "What? Are you a chicken?" And they go, and there was a time, you know, um, I was bullied in high school, and it wasn't a pretty thing because during that time, I have just traveled to US, and living with some family members because of, like, flogging, and being asked to not uh talk back, or, like, say anything. I was very timid. So, like, when I speak with people, like, my voice is like very low. I remember in classroom, my teacher will ask questions. I know I will raise my hands. They will ask me, I will say it, and they'll be like, "Listen, your mouth is opening, but we cannot hear a word coming from your mouth." But I myself can hear myself. I know I was speaking, but they telling me that they can't hear me. I don't know how that is. That means I was, speaking loudly internally, even though my mouth is opening. I couldn't bring the word out as it should be for the whole class to hear me, right? Anyhow, so, like, most times, like, there was this guy. I don't know what his problem was, but he used to pick on me, and even use, like, me being African, like, and he talked nonsense. And because, foolish people, we have foolish fools. There are some people, it don't matter. It does not matter because they don't want to learn. They look at what is on TV. You watch Discovery Channel. Africa. Most African places portray like it has forests, and they have these bamboo houses and stuff like that. And I was like, where I'm from, like, the houses we live in, though, it doesn't even compare to here. So I don't know what you're talking about. But that's how some people, their mindset, they look at what is on TV and they internalize that as that's how Africa looks. So people needs to learn, right? Education is really important. Hey, Sister Belinda, near I hope it be. I mean, that's a young people. I put more saying. I hope say yes. So I don't need to. Oh my goodness gracious, Brother Emmanuel Ajare Dankwa, how have you been? It's been a long while. Good evening to you as well. Medasi, Minya Bema. It's good to see you. Mm-hmm. So, when you come here and you can be respectful, I'm either going to delete your message, or I'm going to block you. That's as simple as that. I'm going to who say obi a kyerɛ sɛ n'adwene nyɛ adwuma ebi na-egu ne tirim aba ha sei know yeah kekako, no worries. I know my warning in them because everyone have me follow up the comments, but I apologize, guys. And you know, to say brother, oh brother Emmanuel, I know, right? What they said, you man, see, can I want you know me, Baba give you. She said, they said you should be rich and rich and rich. So I'm coming to you to get me some loan. Why? Yeah, it's been really, really, really long. But it's good to see you, bro. As always. All right. So it's like, you know, I remember like one time he said something to me and I told him no. Like this guy started cheating on my test paper. Like I used to be in like 3 classes with him: debate class, French, and then math. And then once I realized that, once I realized that he was not as smart as he present himself to be, but when it comes to him bullying other people, like, you know, people that don't mind themselves, you know, I started using that. So it's like I will allow him to copy off my test, but every time I work out the problems, I will not put the right answer. I will just the last 2 steps. I will change things around and then I'll put something. So when we have like 2 minutes, the teacher said 5 minutes, and then like, you know, he gives us the rundown. I'll go back, erase it, put the right ones there. So like the test will come and I have the score that I need, and he has D or F, and he will like. So one time he gave himself up. He told the teacher, "How is she getting good grades and I'm failing?" And the teacher was like, "What does her exams have to do with yours?" And he was like, "Because I've been copying off her." And the teacher was like, "Well, that's dumb. Why would you copy off somebody?" So one time he said something and I said no. And he said, "What? Are you chicken?" I was like, "No, I am not a chicken, but it seems like you a turkey." You know, and he was surprised. You know, that was my comeback. I don't know, Brother Bennett Owusu. I'm not sure if you want to come and talk, but I'm doing the program, so I don't chit chat. As I said, when I come live, you want to talk, you can text me. You can let me know you want to come and share your opinion. And then when I'm off, that's my family time and my personal time. You know, you have people that are video calling, and you know, audio calling. I'm not sure. You accept someone and the person is calling you like, "Hello, how long you know me? Like, what are you calling me for? I'm a married woman. So what do you want?" But I have some things, you know, when someone calls me, I don't know you, and I don't talk. You don't have my WhatsApp number. We don't do business and stuff. Business meaning buying juice plus, you know, or like you looking for Sister Aisha's um website and all that. I can give you looking for Sister Yatobra, beauty of a woman's heart in the books, Nimubiano. I can direct you to the website. Sister Sage, her nice design, authentic merchandise, I can direct you there. But don't call me. Eh? Some people calling me in the middle of the night. Eh? When I'm doing my business. Why are you calling me for? What do you have with me that you have to call me in the middle of the night? Eh? Time difference. People needs to be mindful of that. Like I just don't know. I just don't know why people do that. You want to talk to me. What do you want to talk to me about? You have questions? All right. Send me a message. Let me know what you want to talk to me about. Then I'll pick up. I don't chit chat. Okay. So, yeah, so all right. So, we have, but I think when he said to me if I was a chicken, he was expecting me to react to it because that's what most people do. Like, when they're being bullied, either cyberbullying, in person during school, at work, in their relationship, they react to what is being said to them. First of all, I am not a chicken. I'm a human being. How can one be a chicken? Eh? Nobody can eat me. I'm human. The same blood that goes through you, it goes through me. So if you asking me if I'm a chicken, no, I am not a chicken because you can't eat me. So why should I react to something that I'm not? Right? And me being petite, I'm 5'3". As I get older, I'm sure I'm going to get shorter because when you get older, you don't stay the same height. Depending how you walk in, if you have to like lean over, sit up straight, do whatsoever. No. Oh my God. Saya. My pet peeve, people chatting you on WhatsApp, not saying who they are, like you are a mind reader. You have to ask before they tell you. Can you imagine? I mean, that's like, it stamps on their emotional intelligence, the level of their emotional intelligence, the level of their understanding, critical thinking, and lack of boundaries. A lot of people on social media do not have boundaries. They just, when you become friends with them, they think that they can just call you anytime, anyhow. Like, no, I some of you knows days that I come live. I have not surprised anyone. If I surprise, every once in a blue moon when something comes up, or I need to come and talk about something that is pressing on me, which I don't do it a lot, right? Then I'll come and talk about it. But when I'm live, you have the time to the opportunity to ask questions. You have the opportunities to share your opinion without insult because, as I said, this is not a platform for an insult. We come to learn. So if you don't want to learn, then don't be here. You don't do any of that. And then when I'm busy, getting my groove on, or I'm busy relaxing, I'm busy reading my books, you want to call me and talk about what? What is so important that you cannot text me? Okay, Sister Adwoa Odo, I would like to talk to you about my relationship because I'm having a hard time. Do you have a couple minutes for me to talk to you? Sister Adwoa Odo, I'm having some problems with the situation that I'm in. I'm not sure if you'll be able to help me. Do you have a minute or so to talk Sure. This is Adwoa Odo. I'm looking for I'm doing a business, and this is the business. I would like to talk to you about it if you'd be interested. Okay, do you have some time? Sure. No. But like I just feel that a lot of people lack so much boundaries that they don't realize what they're doing. Like my life on social media and my personal life, my marriage life, my motherly life, family life is completely separate. If I share a picture of me, I'm choosing to share the picture of me because it's my choice. Things that I share on my page, things I share on my personal page, is my decision. I want to put that out there. If people don't like it, fine. But putting those out there is, I'm not inviting someone to come and say inappropriate stuff because I will block you. I will delete, block you. If I delete and you come back again, I will block you. I have sent people some private, like messages on Messenger, because I just don't want to block you right away because we make mistake. Nobody's perfect. So I will just give you a warning. If you cannot process that because you have poop in your head, that's not my problem. Then I'll block you. Uh-huh. Brother Emmanuel Ejaredanko, he sends me a lot of really productive information. Some of them are other programs, and they're very productive. It's something that I can get things out of it. So I'm happy to like look at them. He texts me to check how I'm doing, how's the family doing. I text back, but we haven't communicated in a long while. I just don't know how how we able to not check on each other for so long. But today he's here and he said it himself. Both him and I, it feels like we find something productive, something different, something more intriguing. So we kind of like pull away from each other, but we have reconnected again. And that's how life is. Social media is a way to interact with different people, get some insight from people, other people, what their thoughts on certain things. It's not for people to come and be foolish. You have some individuals because they say they don't know uh how to deal with social media, how to set boundaries, right? Some of them take pictures of their penises, you know and then send to a married woman, send to a woman. That's disrespectful. For any man to do that, why must you show up? I mean, like people that do that, I see them as foolish fools. They are unintelligent because any man who starts speaking to a woman and they start talking about their genital area, it means they are insecure. Why must that be the first conversation that you should have with a woman? It tells me you don't respect women. All right. It tells me you are dumb. It tells me you're not mature. It tells me you weak. It tells me you are a coward. It tells me you are unromantic. Why must you start with that? What happened to, I like your name. You have a beautiful name. Like, who gave your name? Where you from? What are your interests? Like, a lot of men don't know how to engage in conversation with women. What the hell? Do you like, I cannot be your teacher if you do not have the mindset to learn. A lot of people refuse to learn because they don't have the capacity to get to that level. Boss, oh, boss about that about Rasta one, the marvelous, knowledgeable, strong-willed, down on earth. Oh, boss, beautiful, boss lady, boss, memo wakwaba. Apomu ete saying, oh, thank you so much, boss. Many abusianfo no Yesu adom ene ne nhyira obia ho by the grace of God. We are blessed and grateful. Thank you so much for asking. And the abusianfo, so boss lady is greeting you guys. She said, hello, beautiful family. Hello to you as well, boss. So it's like, you have people. I don't know if they feel like by sending a picture of a picture, like nowadays, you take a picture of your little penis and then you just zoom it, right, to make it bigger. That's what people do. I mean, like when you take a picture, it doesn't face some of us because you can be carrying Zacchaeus. And then because you have when you take a picture, you have the capacity to zoom it to Photoshop, or like you go and take somebody else's penis that is bigger to come and show it to a stranger. I mean, do you have water filled in your head? Sometimes I just don't understand some people. So it's just what it is. But emotional resilience is something that we all need to learn. That if you're an adult, if you're a parent, if you are a child, you need to learn to do that. Me being small, I know I'm not gonna get any taller. This is my size, and I have accepted it. So if someone tells me you and your short self or not, why should I be upset? I am short. I am not tall. So I shouldn't be upset. If someone tells me you and your big lips, I have a big lips, right? Why should I get upset? It's something that is part of me. I cannot change it. I'm not going to say to myself, you hurt my feelings. I need to go do a plastic surgery and change my. Oh, please. Spare me with that crap. I am a secure person. I didn't used to be secure. I used to be insecure due to my timid self and how some people in my family treated me. I had to learn to build myself by learning coping skills, accepting me. I love self everything. I had to learn how to do self assessment, learn how to exercise patience, learn how to love myself, learn how to value myself, learn how to discipline myself, learn how to do so many build my self confidence, learn how to accept everything about me from my head to toe. If anybody does not like the type of person that I am, that's their case. It doesn't faze me. I don't care. I don't go with the wind. I don't go with the crowd, where the wind blows or where the crowd goes. I have to be able to learn to express myself, share my personal opinion about things. You know, wisdom is not in one person's head. I have learned to respect myself and respect other people. Because when you respect other people, it gives you a sense and it gives you the opportunity to also pick some of their intelligence, those who have emotional intelligence, those who has wisdom. I'm not talking about the foolish fools, because there are a lot of foolish fools. Because when they speak like they have diarrhea mouth, they just open and all the stink comes out. because they don't think before they speak. A lot of people speak without thinking about how what is coming out of their mouth is going to impact the other person or their children in the future, or the person that they saying whatsoever, their family. We all have family. I know if someone speaks ill of my family, I'll be upset. But with my upsetness, would that solve the problem? No. I have to be able to utilize my intelligence. Pause for a minute. Why would this person say X, Y, and Z? Is there a reason why this person will come at me so hard? Maybe this person is going through stuff. This person might be stressed. This person might have mental illness. This person might be angry at women because, he has not been able to hold a relationship because of his anger problems, because of his disrespect, because of his cheating characteristic, because of the way he treats other people, because of him being an asshole, like just keep going. That's how it is. You have to stop to think, is that person, a lot of people are able to be mean, to bully other people, to talk ill of other people, to disrespect other people because they're behind a camera. But if they are to face the person that is speaking of, or they speaking ill of, they will not have the balls, the guts to even open their mouth. A lot of people act tough because they're not standing right there with the person, and that shows that you weak. How do you insult someone? How do you disrespect someone? How do you mistreat someone and expect the person to, like, what? React to you, respond to you, like give you respect? Where do you get off? Sometimes I'm trying. No, brother Brian, I told you, like, the dancing part is later. I don't do the dancing in the beginning no more because of copyrights, because I don't want nobody muting my program and stuff like that. So with the music, I save it to the end. Music is a good sensory for the mind, body, and soul. However, there are times, and I have like just push it to the end. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Hey, brother Brian, no. What do you want? Huh? And maybe I'm a born no free. So greetings, Sister Adwoa Odo family here and listening to our sister. Oh, greetings to you as well, brother Brian. So a lot of times, you have people, due to lack of boundaries, they don't have any filter. And then those who support them, they also do not have any filter, because fools follow fools. Okay, where's your emotional resilience? Why must you act in a way just to get what? Views? Eh? Just to have 15 minutes fame? Hi, hi. Social media. There are so many things that many of us can do on social media. But like, I just feel like some people, because they lack of emotional resilience, they don't know what to do with it. When it comes to bullies, the only empowerment to deal with bullies, cowards, weak people, insecure people, abusers, cheaters, liars, gossipers, ignorant individuals, limited and dysfunctional mindset people, negative people, is to learn to have emotional resilience. Learn how to not be too reactive to what is being said, what is being done. Be proactive. Proactiveness, you think before you speak. You just don't open your mouth and speak. You think before you react. Because first of all, you ask yourself, I don't know this person. This person only know me from social media. What made this person be aggressive towards me? Verbally aggressive, insultive, or being negative. Is this person relating to what you're talking about? That they feel that you attacking him or her. A lot of times people react because they are the same way you speaking against. So if you're speaking against that, then you stupid. If you're speaking against that, you are dumb. Okay, I'll be dumb and use my emotional intelligence and speak my truth. The truth hurts. A lot of people don't want to hear the truth because they say they are so limited, so far gone that they don't want to hear anything. People who refuses to learn, they struggle in life. People who refuses to learn, they always expecting somebody to do all the hard work to help them. They don't want to work for nothing. They want other people to give. They want to drain from other people. Like nothing good lasts if you do not work hard for it. A lot of people talk about how, women should thank their partners for marrying them or dating them. Chai and Raddy. Sometimes I just feel like some people just want to hear some women's mouth, like me, Adwoa Odo. Hey, you want me to thank you for dating me? You want me to thank you for marrying you? You want me to thank you for having children with me? Why? Do you thank me? Do men thank women for all the things that we do? Openyi Ochimeni, he shared a video, a small clip of video of a typical Ghanaian woman going to the farm with sister ya me sha asie kura afi na me bebugum me be pen sentence mo. A small video only pakrone yet to TikTok. A typical Ghanaian woman with a baby. She's carrying a baby in her back. She's pregnant. She's carrying wood and then plantain. Osunja, bodie, bodie. Almost friend is saying the whole wetcha bodie and free bodie. So no, it's sunny na ede jane so. And I will keep one yam. And I class answer nechi. And a nikun edi nechi no kita sekan what they are to ne kon. And odi oba nechi. And everybody is sharing their opinion. If you know say, oh, they be a bema no cry, say a man in mema quell for ma a jaya did no adrian no. A man in the future, and your memma in future mom, a man and no mutucha. A be a board dear same we when there was so na bema ni bicha. A be a bema in a doy, bem in memma ma hoarding essay and ma. Hard work no neade. Now, oh, banning enyam. Akwala hyɛ n'akyi na wɔsan sogya na bɔɔdeɛ san da so na wɔkɔ fie a ɔno na ɔkɔdware nkwalaa no wasiesie nkwalaa no ho wɔde aduane asi gya so mmaa no bi edi a wɔka fufuo no panyin bi ani fi obewo bema te akonyam no aka ne na abes no akoto apetehia besi ne nkyɛn na oba ne di awoka oba ne bedi awoka wie no wie a watwa bema aduane ato ho wato bema ne table wahohoro waduro mu ene woma no wahohoro ho dia make sure say is sanitized na owie nso a bema yi didi wode nsu akona bema na hohoro ne nsa no obema ni didi wie a no akoyi ennuoma no no abehufrum na ebi de onu amaduane wahofrum waprapra fie ho wasi bema ne ntade wasi ma ne omoma ne ntade wasi onu anso atade ade achi a the same routine going back and forth and doing all that no. And some men wants us to do what? Yenda ye me manase. Yenda ye me manase so ma worry. Se make uko relationship mu anasa awarie mu. Na se bema ebema wo ba wo do. You get love back. Se bema wo di wo do ma wo ba na emma na omo ye papa na omutiri mu enye nsuo na ejina mu no. Oma no do no so bema wo do. Woman or shit or non to be my shit. Maybe I made me rules. No. You give me shit, I give you shit. You give me love, I give you love. As simple as that. May not what? And then when they talk about marriage, give us identity. Hey, in two parts, they say, me ma me papa. Omu angel omu who no omu conceive me no. I didn't exist. Copy me me worry. Me kunke anware me anka me exist. Na se me kunke be ware me na me kitadin. Me kitadin. Enti no all my ware me na I didn't exist. I didn't have identity. But me timi akọ school awie. How? I mean, it is like when it comes to our society now, sometimes no, I'm just trying so hard to understand some people. I mean, in marriages or relationship, no, it's not one person, it's two people. What happened to teamwork? Transparency, being faithful, loyal, supportive, quality time spending, having effective communication, having dialogues, laughing with each other, laughing at each other, working on yourself, working with your partner. Because in order for you to positively influence your partner, no, you have to be able to work on yourself. Because K cannot change me unless I choose to change. I cannot change K unless he chooses to change. We all have choices. Marriage will not bring anyone to heaven. Even Bible ka. Da temu da ne beba no. Okun anaso oyire. Ebeja ne ho ka fo ho. Ehon na akoka say honey I love you. Hey, I love you any one of us can say. We're looking for the action itself. A lot of men or some men do not like to date independent women because they want to dominate. They want to enslave you. They love dependent women. Because everything, they have control of everything. They have to make all the decision. They want to be able to tell you who to be friends with, who to talk to, what to wear, When you can go out, like, hey, Charlie. This is workhorse, their workhorse, oh, chai. Eh? Wukita ye fun. Akola hye wachi. Wusuja. Body the end today is the journey so. And I bear many kita se can di actually. Hey, I mema who are dancing ma. Then some are making, you know, sister ya at breakfast a workhorse. Ye we no nyina wie. Na bear many we are. Omo ye kwiafo no omo yire nom no ekọ yefo mu a okobubuja oswaja aduane si pine. Can I say? Oh, okay. Aduane si wusu ade wonyem akola na bi hye wachi. Na be ma no kita sekan. Ana wodi wachi wo protect your backside ana. Na kofi a wonu aduane waye bibia wasi nyoma wukun nyoma wusi watu wukun ayi ni nyina wuye bia na be ma na be ka atro se ne gire ehun nya fese ne fese na ne hu ofe no ne shape asai enti sese no ayi ye law ne se ye mema no so munya side chick and answer mistresses me dey say maka couple times wa ha. I have said it all. Many ke wo hwe say a third person be ba ya wawe mu a either say me Adwoa and men use me emotional resilience effectively because a lack of that, you know, me na ma allow na third person ba ya wawe ni and I say ke and no nso an use emotional resilience and no nso allow na third person ba you. It, you know, it's either me or him that's going to destroy our marital home. And when the third person come now, me, Adwoa, hi, my problem is with Keo because he's the one that I live in the house with. Me. Na mi shakra na me jimi kra me ye timid kra manko be ma ho. Na say amaya me true me ye so emotionally intelligent. I'll go, oh my gosh, my goodness gracious, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Jay. Sister, please, your name wasn't registered at the time. Oh, okay. I hear you. Brother Brian said, I get the part Adwoa. A dream bonny chai. Me, and ya dream bonny. I'm just having conversation. Oh, Dr. Jokins, good evening to you as well. God richly bless you also. Amen to that. Well said, Adwoa. Thank you, Doc. Thank you. Not to say because yemi enuni e wa really. Yemi enuni e niji ye ho. Enti no say mefa nse bibi nko yi a K has a mouth. He has a mind of his own to call for a meeting, to talk with me, and for us to address the problem. Say bia bibi nko yi mame. Me wa no. Me metimi a any K me ka che say nyo me bi hye me so. Na me pesi edi nkomo. Emre ben na abenya ma na ebetimi edi nkomo. Adarom Odo yewu. Hono na adu odo yewu ni hani you know. But you mean it. You're not just saying it. Sweet talk, no. It's not to just you dupe. It's sweet talk to, you know, say obeying power, no. So when you make no. Ain't you know, like you need to like learn effective communication. How can you guys have a productive conversation and dialogue? Whereas both of you have clear understanding, setting boundaries. So my problem will be my husband. If he is the one that brought disruption or some type of unbalance in our relationship, he's the one that I need to confront, because the third person did not come to our house to get him or me. It's either him going out to get that, and me going out and allowing that. As a married woman, I have a choice. I can talk to opposite sex, right? But I don't necessarily have to give the impression that I'm interested in that person. My marital bed is for K and I. I have to respect him. He has to respect me. That's for us. Hotels and motels is for people who just want to have fun with no restriction. If I'm going to hotel or motel because my marital home is like, it has become something old now, then I'm going there with K to change the scenery a bit. If I am to enter in a hotel with another person rather than K now, what am I saying? What am I saying? So we have choices. We can choose to fix our marriage. We can choose to empower ourselves and our partners. We can choose to positively encourage our spouses and partners, children. We can do skill building, self-confidence, building our confidence, learning self-control, integrity, loyalty, transparency, teamwork, being supportive, learning to compromise in situations that are necessary, right? And so forth. Having mutual respect. Marriage relationship is a companionship. Women are there to be helpful, right? But we have some men who has the audacity, like some of them are so lazy, they don't want to do anything. The worst part is like you have some of them, they have side chicks and they're stealing from their wives. I mean, this is the type of person that you want to build your life with, someone who has no future. And then you have some women, the man is lazy and ni hafuo biara ne nse. Wotumi yɛ adwuma te sɛ pɔnkɔ to certify the men. And then he turns around and tell you, say, yɛdeɛ yɛ culture ɛma yɛ ho kwan sɛ yɛbɛtumi afa mpena. Oh dear Lord. Fools will be fools. I mean, you cannot educate a fool. No matter what you do, you can never educate a fool. As parents, as mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, grandmothers, grandfathers. I'm a grandma. We should help build our children resilient, to not really react to bullying. To not react to bullying. We have cyberbullying. If your child is on social media and they have certain person coming on their social media page, putting some things in there, you need to take time to help your child. Teach your child how to respond to certain things, or how, like, social media is easy. You can block someone easy. The person can use a different name and be friends, but whenever someone start talking gibberish, and you just block the person. It's so easy. You don't even have to engage with the person. I don't know why people like they make things so hard. You know, trouble does not find human. Human find people. As someone penny pass them. We tend to like smell things that we're not supposed to smell. If someone pass gas and it stinks, it stinks. Why do I want to sit there knowing that this person, when they or for shit, and also with jemu bui, ni nyina bon. Nti no deɛ wɔbɛyɛ mu bia na mete hɔ no mmasi me hwee. I need to remove myself from there. Saa pɛpɛɛpɛ. You have to remove yourself from toxic, unhealthy environment. If social media, you have too many people over there, they're negative. You just have to remove yourself from them. You don't have to necessarily stay there and be there. Don't entertain foolish fools, because you know what? Not everyone can be nice. So the fact that not everybody can be nice, we need to educate our children, educate ourselves to learn to how to react, okay, emotionally with bullies. There are a lot of bullies. Some people, they don't have anything better to do. That's all they do. They just want people to react. And some of them, they just want to have a laugh. So they will say things that you will react to it. And while you busy, so heated up, the person is like just behind the camera. I mean, like, hey, anybody can be a tough person being behind the camera because, but in reality, that's a weak person and a cowardly person because you behind your camera talking smack. You nothing. When you behind your camera, you insulting, you disrespecting, you calling people name, you bullying someone, you are insecure, you are weak, you are coward. I mean, like, what else is new? Tough people, they face people in person. You go and talk smack in front of the person. They said growing up, no, what they want sa na eko. And then mu de ebi mu de sekan ni tuo na eko. Because omo ho nye den. Wontimi enye bibia enti no de wonim si makofa weapon me de bedi bone. Wobetimi ako a face the person ko gina nipa nanim na kansamfo kire no ne hu say yes, ugina wo na so you are all just say you bringing everything in. Nti ye mema na mo feel say money oba te woni oba wo wawari oba so oba da wase se wo de ka wa hye ne de a ene mo ntwen mo betena ho ada kingdom come. It's not coming. Wonso ye mma de ye ma mo no monso mo na yase mo da yase enso e beda mase mo gigi yeso enso e begigi mo so mo love enso e be love mo. Anything you give me, I reflect everything that K give me. K give me so much love. I give him so much love because I have to show it in action. I can say I love you, K. He can say I love you, Adwoa. But that could be just words. But if he sees that in action, everything that I do, the love becomes deeper and deeper. Show me your love. Show that you care. The words are cheap, but words can also be very powerful. We have to be mindful of our words when it comes to the negative aspect. Something that you may say to your partner can really, really broke your partner and a lot in so many ways. So we have to be mindful of that. A lot of people don't realize it. Yes. So we have to teach our children. We need to feel secure, emotionally strong, mentally tough, shifting our mind to loving everything about ourselves, and so forth. I love myself. Self love. Charlie, I give myself self love for Papa. I there are days that I will stand in the mirror and look at myself, clothes, some days with clothes, some days without, and I would just empower myself, and I will give myself compliments. I will dance when boss lady comes on and she plays song, Atopambushos, and some of this say they do Atopambushos rough. Hi, sister Rami, no. Yes, I'm what you saying. Yami adome hu ye.
Oh, yes, I don't remember. I know, man.
Hey, my boy, my
Facebook.
Hey, asem ni mi wuni na won follow me Adwoa Odo page,
Me follow. Who you have to tell me for? Who will send follow? But I am in Facebook.
Oh man.
He said I'm checking YouTube. YouTube no see na me person see na show YouTube. But I me share live I am on Facebook.
Okay, hold on. Let me copy. I don't know. No, what Adwoa Odo page, because who Adwoa Odo page now should be. Okay, hold on. Let me.
Right.
No link, that be idea me did ban a different no.
Because the other time we tried the other link, no
Okay.
So YouTube did a bit my friend say who will program it be a non-percent it's less than me be no show YouTube but me share the life mostly me Facebook because it's me my mission now Facebook me my comment like live no me give propose to comment.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really so it's me try there to Facebook.
Yeah, maybe two
page grass we new on my call war need to be new.
Oh, I mean, me streaming what Adwoa Odo page, but me personal one, no, they mean fan to and me they told on
yeah, and yeah, what we call Canadian, yeah. This is a mean here. It's about to be a mean wife because that may chase Miss at the next time you're a man.
Oh, my ba.
Oh, okay. It's what where we are now.
Debbie made that so walk as a cram.
But why? Let me see why. Because they be out there, so makes you a baby bed. But what the other parts of
Oh, yes. Hi. I'm there.
Okay, bye.
Bye, sis.
Yeah.
That's my sister Rami. Rami, no. Hi. Me who nientia me phone way saying it's not allowing me to copy. Yes. Brother Brian say Brother Brian they would D Brian from Pond said not everyone can do it as you just said, calling your partner and have dialogue. That is why we see or hear so much going on with marriages. Most definitely. I mean, like, it's something that people just need to learn to build themselves in such manner. It's really important. I mean, like, when you have conversation with your partner, first of all, having effective communication with your partner, you guys build a lot of skills with that. You get to know each other. You get to know what makes each other tick. That's also quality time spending, giving the attention that your partner needs, giving your partner the respect that they deserve, being able to oh, okay, Sarami. Welcome. I see you now. So yeah, now quite Adwoa Odo Mensa page now. I'm streaming there. But I have to normally copy and paste it on Adwoa Odo Mensa no hono. So quite Adwoa Odo Mensa and no hono I am in metal, but Adwoa Odo Mensa page, I always stream there. So like, ɛho hia paa sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ yɛsua emotional resilience. Being angry when you are upset now, or when someone provokes you. There are some people, they intentionally provoke you. to have you say things that you normally would not say. So as I said, I'm 5'3". So if someone tells me you're short self now, I don't care because I can't grow any taller. I am short. So being short, no, so what? I'm still beautiful. And what else is new? Right? If I have big head now, I can change that. But I don't have big head. I actually have round head, which is good. Kyerɛ sɛ me nana ne me maame ɔmo tutu me ti yie paa, me ti deɛ ɛfa nkasa. Me kɔn nso no beautiful. Me yɛ yi kɛse kakra na me kɔn atwitwa kama. Wompɛ wei wopɛ deɛ bɛn. And to say, you have to feel comfortable with your body. You have to feel comfortable with everything. Obia to say, so be catch or say you are ugly now. Say what me boni pa na what me catch will be so you're ugly. You cannot wouldn't me boni pa. Enti no be catch them say me ugly. Na men fa wo ugly self no me catch them say me ugly. Because obia will insult no. That's how they're feeling inside. They feel ugly inside and out. So they want to reflect that on you, right? So don't listen to what other people say. It's not helpful. So learn to be secure. Learn to be emotionally strong. Don't be reactive to what people tells you. And always, always accept your existence. Accept everything about you. Don't pick and choose what you want to be, what you want to become, right? You have to be able to be you. Show people me when I come do programs, I think about what I'm coming to talk about when my children, because my kids are in the house, they hear me. Today they were asking me, Mommy, you doing program? I say, yeah. They listen to what I'm saying. Sometimes they're doing their own things, but they hear me. They listen, my laptop that mommy uses, she can go into my Facebook. Nana Kwesi has his Facebook. They can listen to me. So it's like, what are they going to get out of that? Like they listen to Dolmer, right? I didn't even know they were listening to it till one day I was helping them get things together and I heard them listening. So I just stood by the door and they paying attention to everything he's doing, and which is very encouraging. You have millions of people watching it, and that's something that I'm proud that I didn't introduce it to my children. I watch it also. And they also watches it, and we have discussion about it. How do they feel about what they just watched? I'm using it as an education opportunity to educate them further. When they have a friend going to being bullied, how can they handle? And K is big and tall. My grandfather from my father's side, he's big and tall. I have tall people. Their uncle, my brother, the one after me, he's really tall. So it's we do have tall people in my family. I'm the only one who happens to be short. I'm the only one who happens to be short. I don't know how, but sometimes I tell Kay, I'm looking for some stuff in the cabinet on the top of our kitchen, and I'll call up Hey, can you please come and get this for me? And he'll be like, what? Just tiptoe, and I'll be like, please, I can't get it. Sometimes I have to, when Kay's not here, I just grab one of the dining chairs, stand on it, and just grab it, right? But mostly things that I utilize a lot and your mommy use so consistently, I put them where I can get my hands on it. So I'm not having problems, always calling someone to come help me. Things I need is on the lower cabinet, but things I don't use it a lot, it's all the way pushed is put up there where K can reach it easily and stuff like that. So I know my weakness, right? When it comes to like getting certain things in the house, which ones I can reach, which one I cannot. Uh, Mr. Rami, I know, right? Yeah, sure, pioneer. Have you checked my height? Nearly. Oh my God. You know, I'm 5'3". Even 5'3", I don't know if it's sometimes, sometimes I feel like, okay, am I 5'3" or I'm 5'2" now? Because as you get older, you shrink, right? But like, um, our middle son, Nana Kwesi, like he's tall, and being tall and big, like his size, he needs to be, he can, when he walk one time, I just observed him when he was walking, he's like leaning forward a little bit. I was like, no, 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 no. You need to be up straight, chest out. You have to be proud of your height. Yes. You need to be able to enjoy your height. You tall, and he is going to be taller than his father, and so pretty soon Kay will be looking up at him instead of looking down at him. And his voice has gotten deeper. So I explained to him, I was like, listen, like if you go to school and some of your classmates, because they want to be clowns, and they start, talking about your size, yes, your father's tall and big. Your grandfathers from his father's side and my father's side were both tall and big. And then, his uncle is tall. So like we do have tall, big and tall people in our family. So like, some people, that's why you have a lot of comedian, they make fun of their size, right? Because if I'm making fun of myself, how are you gonna make fun of me? So I'll be like, okay, so I'm big and tall. What else is new? Would you like me to grab something for you that you can reach? If you want to be sarcastic, right? So it's like, don't we have to educate ourselves and our children? This is what you are. Accept the person that you are. And when people trying to use your size, how you look, how you carry yourself, how you talk, anything about you, if you love everything about you, you will not be reactive to what other people say about you. When people provoke you, when people bully you, you will not respond to it. You will you'll be well prepared and be able to give them a response that they're not accepting, because bullies, their power is your reaction. When someone bullies you, the purpose of bullying is to get a reaction from you. Obi a wono besere wono, opese wo ka asem a ebeye wo ya na wo besoso so, enu na ebe ma na ye ne de nu anya nkrofo adwan ne no. When bullies, they befriends other people who have no sense, foolish people. Because do you, even when they do movies and you watch the movie, every bully's friends, they all dumb, they're not smart enough, because you have this idiot directing you guys, because you fearful of someone calling you name, you fearful of someone who is not smart enough, cannot even get A's or B's in class, and you have that person directing you. Whereas say they bullying the child or their peer or the classmate who is getting A pluses, B pluses, who are smart, they call them nerd. If someone is wearing glasses, you are a nerd, 4 eyes. My 4 eyes, I'm smarter than you, right? So most times, you have people, these people like, people who are friends with bullies. Which ones? And I always ask, who is dumb, dumber, and dumbest? And when we are at our angriest, we are our stupidest. Because you say wubufua ubeye jimifo wuntime. When you are angry, you become stupid. You cannot think. You cannot function productively. You do things that's going to get you in trouble. The late Senator Lewis, he said, good trouble. If you're going to cause commotion somewhere, make sure it's something positive and productive. Do not allow other people to take your power away from you. You need to be able to control your emotions. Do not be reactive to what someone who has no sense of intelligence to trigger you anyhow because they said something about you. I spoke in terms of some men who are pervert, some men who have no sense, some men who are molesters, some men who are so insecure and cowardly, they take pictures of their penises and send it to women on social media. Why? Because they lack of boundary. They cannot think. They dumb, stupid. Why would you send your private part to females across the globe? Because you trying to see which one of them will bite? Will say, oh, come on, come and give me some. You mad. You are cuckoo. You mental. Eh? I don't understand some people. Every female is beautiful. I am a beautiful woman. It don't matter how old I will be, I will still continue to be beautiful because beauty comes from inside. I am not going to allow any cowardly person, insecure person, a fool to tell me how I should feel inside, a fool to detect for me. On social media, I don't own nobody nothing. No one owns nobody nothing. Don't go with the crowd. If you're going to go with the crowd with intelligence and wisdom, not the crowd who fools around too much. Insults. Oh my goodness. What do you get from insults? People who cannot measure up to other people are the ones who are always lying, being insultive, being disrespectful because they cannot measure up to the person. So they reflect what they lacking on the person who is shining. There was a picture that I saw on social media. A fitaafo ne atuntumfo. Omo furu dua nkwaraa nnan. Fitaa mmienu, tuntum mmienu. Fitaafoɔ no, deɛ wɔforo no, deɛ ogyina fam no repia no. Tuntumfoɔ deɛ wɔforo no, deɛ ogyina fam retwe ne ba fam. Pull down syndrome for. Me yɔnko bɛyɛ yie deɛ, na ɛnyɛ me deɛ, ɛnneɛ nka obi ɛnyɛ yie. That's how some of them think. Oh Lord, I know, right? Says, hey, I mean to say, I can't complain. 5'3", dear. I can't complain, cry. And I love my structure, I did. I did, because it drew baby. Yeah. People who are really tall, right? When they get older now, I know mumu kwa no omo bre. But yeah, tia for no you said then you'll be more full so yeah. Medium size, you should be good. You shouldn't even complain about none of that. I'm telling you, it's like awesome. Hey, this around me. What baby? Hmm. God, I'm getting better listening to you. Sis, let me tell you something. Like, we have some people now, no matter what, they're not gonna be nice. I mean, on social media, Facebook, you can block people easily. Sometimes, it's not even worth you wasting your energy. Some people, they just, they say things because that's who they are. That's what they are. Some people might be in pain. They're going through some, difficult time. They're going through some difficult times. They don't know what else to do. They need help. They can't get help. So they bring their frustration and everything else on you. But I just people just need to learn to they need to learn to manage their emotions very well, and we have a lot of kids who goes to school that are being bullied, and then when they react to it, some of them get into physical fight, and they being suspended even though they didn't start the fight. Someone said something hurtful to them. But how do we do better? Okay, because we can change the whole world. We can change everybody all around the globe. No matter what, somebody is going to be mean. Not everybody is going to be nice. We always going to have bullies because they don't have anything better to do, right? So, how do we teach our children how to deal with this type of people? How do we teach ourselves, our loved ones, how to deal with this type of people? How do you dismantle a bully? By not being reactive, by not reacting to what they're saying. Because if they say something, me being short, if they say I'm short, it shouldn't faze me because I am short. What do I care? If someone is big and tall, you are big and tall. Hey, you have family members that are big and tall. That's you. You accept being big and tall. So what else is new? What else can they have on you? Right? So like we just have to like reflect everything that they say. We have to take our part. She will be 40 this month. People don't believe my age. Oh wow. Sis, I will be 40 this month. Wait, you are November born? Interesting. Well, you don't look your age, but God bless. What a wow. I see. So, like, we need to stop reacting to those, to others, what they're saying about you or our children. We need to teach our children to be comfortable in their own skin. We need to be comfortable in our own skin. We need to be happy with who we are, okay? Because we are each uniquely made. All right. Don't sit there like tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself you are handsome. Like you need to feed positivity into yourself. So when other people like calling you names and stuff, that does not face you because you already build yourself confidence. You already build yourself up. People do not need to do things to satisfy others but themselves. I do things to satisfy myself because I am important. I am equally important, just like anybody else feels like they're important. You are your first priority, right? We need to stop giving our power away to bullies, to people who are provocative, to people who have no sense about what is sitting in their brain, by not being reactive. To what other people says, to the lies people be telling, insult that people throws, punchlines and stuff like that. Because I mean, if you have time to spend the energy to throw insult and be disrespectful, it means you don't have a life. You are weak. You do, like you can't measure up to the person that you insulting. So that's why you come in with all that negativity, negative energy, because you can't amount to the person. We have to be more proactive. Plan, execute. Plan, execute. You have to plan things. Think twice before you act once. Don't just open your mouth and speak. We can all learn to um, teach ourselves. We can unlearn things that is not helpful. We need to be proud of who we are and not pay attention to all them noises, because people who insult, they're just making noise. It's just noise. It's like you go outside and then you have those flies, and then you just clap them, and it just disappear, like like those noises. Don't listen to it. Not everyone can be nice. As I said earlier, people cannot be nice. So we need to build our mental, emotional, psychological, and physical capacity stronger to accept the person that we are, who you are, who I am. We cannot set ourselves up for failure. We can set our children up for failure. Our children, they observe our behavior. They listen to how we talk to people. They watch our reaction to certain things, and they're going to copy that. They're going to mimic that. We need to really be mindful of our surroundings. We cannot teach our loved ones, to be a failure when we tell them the problem with society is going to stop. Because as discussing, how bullies work, negative people, liars, gossipers, cheaters, manipulators, thieves, insecure people, they all have agenda. They all have hidden agenda. They know exactly what they're doing. And most people, they say things and do things because they see through you. They know what they can say to get you to react to their foolishness and nonsense. People are all the same. All these people, like, as I mentioned, liars, gossipers, cheaters, manipulators, thieves, insecure people, negative people, bullies, they are all the same. Okay? There's no difference until you can change by building yourself up. No one is going to do that for you. And your reaction is your only power. We have to hold on to our power. Don't give your power away. The follow copycat, unnecessary competition and comparison is too much. People like to like what they hear, what they see is what they want to become. Just be your own person. Build yourself up. Who cares about what you don't know how to do? Just be your own person. Okay? Develop yourself, because you don't owe nobody nothing. So many people cannot learn skills that can help them grow realistically. In so many ways, it is so important to embrace ourselves, right? Even when one is disabled, when you have disabilities, when you have weakness, which is known as stronghold, your strength, identity, because sometimes our strength can also be our weakness, and we need to do self work. When we learn about our weaknesses, disabilities, and whatever necessary information, then we can educate others as to accept us, okay, the way that we are, and not fight everybody else. Okay, we just need to be receptive to a lot of things. I mean, like, there are some of the there are a lot of things, or some ways that each and every one of us can do to build our emotional resilience. First of all, we need to learn to face our fears. Okay, some of us have hidden fears. It could be traumatic event that the person experienced while they were a child, growing up, being in a relationship, in a marriage, they were abused, they were raped, they were sexually assaulted, they were molested, so many other things that could be holding people back. Some people, uh, being a religious person scares them because they used to be, and they have a man of God or someone, an elderly person in the church place, took advantage of them. So they are so fearful of that. Some of them, they're fearful of stepping outside their comfort zone. And I say this most times, there are some people, we have four corners in the box. They utilize only one side of the box, forgetting that there are three other options in the box. For someone like that, that person will never be able to step outside their comfort zone because within the box, they're not even utilizing all the options they have inside the box. How are they going to be able to step outside the box? So you have to be able to use all your options, taking opportunities, and making sure that you go with some type of knowledge. To get the knowledge, you have to be able to learn something. You can't just up and jump. If you go in somewhere, you don't go and take the wrong plane or the wrong train, or the wrong bus, because then you're going to have to come on back, and it's going to take you longer to get there. So when people are traveling, they make sure whatever ticket number is on their ticket, or whichever terminal that their plane is going to leave, that's where they go. If you go to a different one, that means you're not going to your destination, you're going somewhere else. So if you have that capacity, you have that knowledge to be able to know, say, this is not the plane I'm taking, that's not the bus I take to work, then you also have the ability to learn something new. So all the hidden fears, the worst thing that happened to you, you need to be able to overcome that. If you need to go see a counselor, go see a counselor, get counseling, be able to get things off your chest, face your abuser. That is also there for you to do. Most of us, we have you have to build up your morals, a strong feeling of right and wrong. You should be able to differentiate the two, right? Right and wrong. What was done to you was not right. So you need to be able to uh heal gradually and not blame yourself from everything that happened, because sometimes some people, victims become victimized because you have a lot of people, close friends, family members, society, that they will victimize you when something happens to you. When you take the steps that you're supposed to take, they tell you, say, you shouldn't have done that. It's incredible, because some people enable foolishness and nonsense, and you shouldn't. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and we need to be honest about that. We need to start speaking the truth. We need to start standing up for ourselves and letting people understand that you're not going to bully us. Sarami said, to be honest, I love you and the people who comes here is Aisha, Ankara, Sister Missy, I'm welcome. Yes, I just can't mention names, but you guys are awesome. Brother Ankara Quest. Oh, God bless you. Yeah, that's in Yamin Shra. I love having you here, sis, and then you being true to yourself, and expressing some of your struggles, openly, because not many people are able to do that. So we all have our stronghold. Yeah, so it's good. Gradually we're going to get through things that are holding us back. Sarah said, Uncle Chris sometimes message me to ask me how I'm doing. Oh, bro, to have someone to ask you how you were doing is not easy to come by. So, bro, I'm grateful for caring. Oh, Brother Ankra, you are awesome. Brother Ankra is awesome. That's my junior brother. Mhm. Yes, and then you have we also have to, like, be able to, when we're going through things, we have to accept that, right? We have to be optimistic. We cannot be in denial, because when you're in denial now, you will not be able to fix nothing about yourself, what you lack of and what you good at. We start with what we good at, and what we lack of, we start with the little ones. Don't start with the biggest one, because you're going to fail. I kid you not, I've been there, done that. You start with the little things. Some of our stronghold is not necessary. You can delete some things that is not helping you. Like, getting back at someone, disrespecting someone, like, all that is, it still does not fix anything. Which one of you are better? None. Excuse me, I just need to drink water. Oh, mm, let me pause and do let me pause and do promo. I'm trying to watch myself from here, but it's not allowing me. Let me see if it will let me. Oh, finally. Jeez, Jesus Christ. What is this? All right. It just allow me now. Sometimes I don't know. These phones are sick. Okay, so wait. Okay, let me do promos. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Where is it? Oh, maybe I'm in them. Let me go here. Okay, so let me start with Boss Lady. Hashtag that about Rasta one. In fire drive time on weekdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. They say we'll call back to 2 hours UK time. Our Fire Life Radio. See a judge demo ankasa. Afin so ma metrebo ane akra in Sankofa Chietri Kasa Saturdays from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Our Fire Life Radio Subim. Afin so mundi yenya ba oba sima oba pa oni Aisha Ankra for Juice Plus natural supplements and also Avon products. The Boss Lady ba muhu lipstick now okay kano. Look so sweet and some of the lipstick, sexy gogome. Moon DM sister Aisha Ankra or no so abaye. So yes, sister, yeah, atobra. Yes, sister, yeah, atobra. Or no to say. Some crabby. Yeah, my friend say you may free so. Yeah, some more this thing, technology. Sometimes technology, it really gets on my nerves with technology. So let's say Ayatobra, yeah, all tobacco what they say during the COVID, what trouble poly means mumu hane betimi ayesa. What an accomplishment, sister. Why are the Yankupon shra? The first book, a reflections of a thirsty soul. Very inspirational book. The second one, the beauty of a woman's heart. And no, mmaa montɔ, nkwalaa montɔ, mmarima mo nso motɔ. and very motivational, very educational. Just say ne book no questions who can ya do baby a wutimi busa ho questions wutimi answer question. Just say the book is incredible. And then her third book, which came out in October, I'll say Refreshing for My Weary Soul. Oh my gosh. The title, Krampono itself, should give you a sense of what the book is about. It's mommy and support, yes, sister. You bet me and yan candle. I think so called Amazon, so I bet me at all. You will hard copy no, ever honum. And our sister ya to brown so no to say. Tuesdays or be practical and yamisem. Thursdays, or live video. Just any book no alternate some pages no baby busa questions na wasabe yen chere. Just say it's incredible. Like you guys need to tune in on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Sundays, Auntie Ya's a cozy book chat with Obapa sister Ya B. Russell. To say it's incredible, like such like she is amazing. I just love, like, I just go there sometimes. I make her laugh, sir. And some I make Kamania bro, not sister, yes. Me try be no kind nonsense. Sister Lucy Ado, Obapa, I'm offended. I'm a Moaquaba. And you know, minim the I make her. Sister Yato bra, she always laughing like when I make my comments. Now, yes, say she's laughing at me, just as some mama can. Mama is just a yanistre. I be want to say, just was Adwoa some we as a woman me trimuna walker. And mommy and support, yes, sister, mommy and to book, all her 3 books, see a timito near King Kind, your questions if you about life and near Busano. And no, my senior dear more. I think, yes, sister, or Bapa, ya be wrestling, so no, so, or yeah, 100, she's, or yeah, 100%, an advocate, she's a beauty advocate for 100% natural health. And so whoop information, I just DM her for information. I think so. Mrs. Sage Williams, or yeah, authentic merchandise, on one inside some of the t-shirts and my share or the traditional clothing, maybe also a kente, no, the a pam abo a t-shirt and then t-shirt my shabby may seen a couple times ne corner a moon tree and very quality authentic merchandising, traditional clothing, jewelries, beads, like creams, chains, or tonton bini mobile sageshare.com a t-shirt, you may not see your size, the color that you want. Don't panic. Just select the size that you want, how many you want, and then she has a small comment box. You can tell her the color of shirts that you want. Some of the shirt colors, on one is selected, mommy. Some of them, I mean, I'm catching and say, and no, I'm pay. So, excuse me, let's support our sister. I think so, Pastor Esther. Arthur, she does programs on Wednesdays around midday between 12 and 2, sometimes later, sometimes earlier than that. Other times, she comes on other days. And, when she comes on other days, she's able to, she comes and teaches, different things. Other times, she brings some guests and then they do discussions and, do other things. I mean, sometimes you say, hey, home ne ba, home ne ba, no, or no, but it's like, she just come and teaches and it's very educational and productive as well. I just love to go to educational program to see. I just don't like just going to programs, that is insulting and stuff. That's not me. I can't deal with that. That's too much. Okay, let me see. I think so. Let me see. Sister Shyla Amajo, she has Shyla's kitchen. The kind of chicken right there. Charlotte's kitchen. So she cooks some good food, appetites and so many other things. And if you base in Canada now, check her out and go support her. If you see someone from your own, doing something that we need to support them, encourage them, for them to, to succeed, because we shouldn't be, doing pull down syndrome and stuff like that. That itself is even blessings upon blessings, and stuff. Come for training, why? And you will love to help Matthew, Brother Brian. Eh? Hey, Brother Brian, no, you see, oh, you go see. Brother Brian, hey, what do you want? Ain't I'm not going to talk long today. I did me one year my baby me. Although you and then today I went to my mom's to get her wachi. Her wachi is like mwah, sweet, 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 sweet. So and also like some of the emotional resilience, you can also, like, if you are a spiritual person, someone who practice spirituality, you can be part of a group that has strong belief, not strong belief to do some foolish stuff, to do people. No, to just build yourself. I mean, it's always important to be emotionally strong, psychologically strong, because we do have people who go mad because they're going through some challenges. Challenges are part of human nature, is part of life. Struggles is part of life. What else, Kay? Difficulties is part of life. Kay is shaking his head. Brother Mike Mika, ça va bien? Oh, French, the basic, I can speak the basic. I can speak fluently. Kay, can you speak French? A lot? Hey, no. Oboni trinko. Me no woye me On KDM said he can speak Gampa fluently. Like that one day I know. English, yes, Chi, yes, but French, pa. How come I never hear you speak French? Oh, Mintimi okay, and that my friend Brother Mike Mika now. Brother Mike Mika, I will call you one day. Kay said he can speak French, for you to speak French with him. He's my my advertisement. Oh, okay, Brother Brian. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Brother Brian. Yes, wakami pao. Oh. And name Brother Brian to say no, we'll call Brother Brian page now. I share some online business into to say like you just contact him and he will be able to walk you through. Like he has a lot of interesting, intriguing online businesses inside, whereas you stay home and you work and you don't do much. You just using your fingers in your brain just to make extra moolah. Especially more this will be like the best, but I know you're in a side job. or yeah, Jumadine. But instead, like online jobs and this, you need focus, you need realistic plans and brother Brian, one come if you I'm just used to messing with you. One sorry about that. Sorry. Mm-hmm. See yourself. Okay, nti mami play me kindness me kindness no na kyerɛ sɛ me mɛbɔ nnwom na me what.
Hello, this is Adwoa Odo. How's everybody doing?
When he goes
Kindness goes a long way. If you are in a position to help someone in need, by all means, go ahead and do so. You will be blessed and favored for the rest of the remaining of your life. There are men and women out there who are kind-hearted, loving, caring, and will go out of their way to do things for other people in need. On the other hand, there are some women and men out there who will use lies, deception to be hurtful and harmful to other people. They will do things behind closed door or be snake under grass. They will pretend to be your friends and yet they're not your friends. They dare to hurt you. Be mindful of the circle of your friends. Be prayerful and take care of yourself. Love yourself. Care for yourself. Much love.
Okay, so it's always good to be kind. Like every little, a little kindness goes a long way. So we need to learn to be kind to each other, even when one is being rude, disrespectful, and nuisance. We have to teach people kindness, but it's really important for us to be emotionally resilient, not be too reactive to things of people who lack of intelligence, people who does not have better understanding, people who struggle to step outside their comfort zone, people who are so limited that when they see their friends, family members, people from their own home country, their own kind succeeding, that they want to bring them down, pull down syndrome for. Like, we need to be mindful of our surroundings and not be easily provoked, right? On social media, we have a lot of bullies all over across the globe. People who are comfortable showing their genital area, their penises to other women, because they have no respect for themselves. We have people within our society community who also do lack of emotional resilience, that they would think, say, women has to be thankful for being married to. I mean, like, talk about lack of knowledge, my people perish. Everybody have their personal opinion, but we couples needs to love one another, care for one another, and educate each other. When there's things are not going right, your reaction is very important, because a man stepping outside their marital home, their relationship, a woman stepping outside their relationship, that's their choice. It's not because it's part of culture or like society whatsoever. Everything men made can be changed, and women should not settle for less. You need to be your own person. Most women who accept men who mistreats them, who stays with abusers because they have gone through that, so it's a norm for them, or people who allows their partner to dominate them, to treat them anyhow, treat them like a sex object, because women, we more than a sex object. We, a lot of men, some men feels intimidated by independent women, someone like me, and many of you watching me right now. But just, I mean, if you feel intimidated, that's not my problem. You need to build yourself up. But a lot of women who accept, who allow themselves to be mistreated, they are more dependent. Okay, they don't establish nothing for themselves. They doubt themselves. They very insecure. They do not have self value. They do not have self love. They don't know how to do self assessment. They don't have self discipline. They do not care for themselves. They looking for their partner to do all that for them. So many times, it's really important. We need to, everything needs to start from us. So if you are unable to work on yourself, nobody else is going to be able to succeed that. So we have to keep that in mind. Do what you need, not what you desires or what other people desires. What we want is something that can be tabled. Because when we think about staying alive, I know if I am dehydrated, any human who gets dehydrated, if you don't drink water for some time or for some days, you're going to be dehydrated. Mhm. And you will die. It's not that you can die, you will die when you are dehydrated. You need to stay hydrated. You need to drink water. Some more, because our body has water in it. So when you dehydrate, you dry it out, you die. So water is a need. Excuse me. Water is a need. And juice is a desire, it's not a need. You can choose to not drink juice, because too much juice, too sugary, is not good. But water is a need. Sex is something that we desire, to satisfy our sexual needs. So if someone choose not to have sex, they will not die. Having sex is great. Not having sex, the person is choosing not to do so, but they will not die at all. And say, so people need to stop, like, talking in jubilish, like, anyhow. So Sister Rami says, I sometimes trying to control my anger, but some people will still try to provoke me to the highest level that I can't control my anger. But to be honestly, I would have been to jail if it's not cause of my son and also prayers. Well, I am so glad that, because of your son and prayers, you have been able to at least take control, a little control of certain instances. But you can do it. You can do better, sis. I'm telling you. You just have to, like, start doing meditation. Okay, use meditation song. You go to YouTube or Google, like, meditation song. They have different kinds. Play all of them to see which one calms you down the most. Every night before you go to bed, meditate at least 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. If you have not meditated before, you start with 5 minutes. Don't do it too long. At some point you're going to be, and when you meditate, you can pick and choose what you want to, like, focus on. If it's an area that you struggle with, okay, how can I manage my anger better? what are some of the things that I can think about that will calm me down? Your son has to be on the top of the list that you will make things that calm you down from being angry. Your son, he is like, someone who balances you, because you want to make sure that you're going to be around to take care of your child, and your child is not going to be put in the system, right? So you thinking of your son will calm you down. The same thing, like on social media, we interact with so many people, a lot of people. Some people they might have, they might be ill, they might have mental illness. Some of them, they just a douchebag. Some of them, assholes. Some of them, they unintelligent. Some of them, they lack of boundaries. Some of them, they are clueless. There are so many people, so you have to pick and choose who. Like, you can easily block people. You don't necessarily have to respond to every person that provokes you, because you always gonna have someone, because knowing that, and then when you go to jail and you come back, they know that you just came back, so somebody's gonna come and say something to get you to be taken off. So don't feed into those negativities, because it's not worth it. But prayers are good, prayers are good. And those wives and girlfriends who, when their partner goes out and cheat and you going after the mistresses, please, your business is with the person that you with. They're the one who's causing problems in your relationship, so deal with them. Because some women are so dependent, they think that by confronting the problem, the men will leave them. Listen, don't go into relationship out of desperation. Don't go into relationship because of your insecurity, because you don't love yourself. You want to be loved so badly, you just settle with anything less. No, be your own, most definitely. So you will die, or if you're lucky, get to a hospital, they will give you IV. Yeah, someone. You and your vibrator. When they continue, you use your vibrator, right? It says that sex, ensure the when one show now who show you know we are ube, and yes, you going to die. Ube. Until with the IV, they will give you the water if you get to the hospital on time. But they say, and I said, Ramia cano, hey, when you continue, as a almost vibrator, and you take it and do and certify yourself. But when you continue and when a friend is saying, Tonga and and it will not kill you. So people need to stop the nonsense. Please. Hey, Pastor Esther, no, then I didn't even see you come on, cry. But the moment they may come, Mamma, you not mean charming, and then they see me share me pajamas track on, because do a honor me and Pamunko day and my film, and I made me regular clothes, and then I just wanted to be comfortable. Intino. Hey, right, this is a Rabbi Dudu. I love. Oh my God, my gosh, my gosh. Inti what if you would I don't know. I hope so. Oh yes, say you know, Obani ni around, because so Obani be so as a and make sure so better pumwati. Ma'am, ma'am, Mrs. Ama, it says Ama Mensa. Oh, mommy watching Ibini. Nice. Mensa. My watching Ibini. It's so good. Ah, sorry guys. Midinyame. Ejamunya. No, do it when he's in school. Good. Thank God. Because we'll be a hundred man home bar and yasem. Ah! Yam penty movie, bia. Oh my god. Okay. Me need to buy. Okay. Me battery. Yeah. I'm the bell recorder, sir. Say me, sana. Me recording so na me hu me na see. Wuta and then you call Wuta, when he's around me, I don't get hungry. You say, well, Mate, what do you want? Rami are finding the ways of certifying herself. Why? When you be any answer, be in me come home, or no, need the one. And you may maybe boy, Brother Brian. And so favorite song until Brother Brian, you enjoy too at it.
Someone please tell me why. Me I feel better brighter. Your love took me by surprise. And it's a fact that I can't deny. Someone please tell me why. Me I feel better brighter. Sa 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 to sa 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 to sa 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 to sa to sa 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 to sa 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 to sa 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 to me put it on. And I'm not drinking, you get that. Me no get that. Freestyle, it's never shut ya. Me no say uswa. Mami say, na, ube iswa. Uno mea so kuye, Odo kono no wado tila. Me no me chimpila. Me no ya see yetila. Yendi ya go ipapana. Feel it, oh, me want me sweetie, oh, feel it, oh, mommy, ah, baby, feel it, oh, me want me sweetie, oh, feel it, oh, mommy, ah, baby, say bonsoir, mommy say, da, ubeiswa, uno bien so quick, ahora cuando no want to me no chimpila. You know, I see it, give me a green banana. Feel it, oh, me want me sweetie, oh, feel it, oh, me ah, baby. Sa, all this is your command, all you hold your command, all I am doing, all this is your command, all you hold your command, all I am and I ain't gonna give it up. Oh, yeah. Oh, everything you want from me, I will give it out to you. All I want from you, girl, is to show me that you love me too. Oh, my shawty, don't take your style. Oh, my baby, be like that. Oh, my shawty, don't take your style. Oh, my baby, be like that. Oh, my shawty, don't take your style. Oh, my baby, be like that. Oh, my shawty, don't take your style. Oh, my baby, be like that. Oh, you see just so much. Oh, yeah, we see all in the paper. I come here and say, I'm not sure. I want my drink tonight. Oh, yeah. Things are bad. We see I'm a boy. I wouldn't say, Minio, I'll be here. We see I'm a boy. I wouldn't say, Minio. Oh, my shawty don't take the style. Oh, my baby, be like that. Oh, my shawty don't take the style. Oh, my baby, be like that. Oh, my shawty don't take the style. Oh, my baby, be like that. Oh, my shawty don't take the style. Oh, my baby, be like that. Oh, my shawty don't take the style. Oh, my baby, be like that. Oh, my shawty don't take the style. Oh, my baby, be like that. Oh, my shawty don't take the style. Oh, my baby, be like that. Oh, my shawty don't take the style. Oh, my baby, be like that. Oh, friend of mine, why? Baba, me no go. Adwoa Odo, Adwoa Odo. Na prove your time and let me hear me put up. Oh, friend of mine, why? Baba, me no go. Adwoa Odo, Adwoa Odo. Na prove your time and let me hear me put up. And so, and shake ya. Baba, Udo, make your awuya. I saw me there, my guy, yes, yeah. Me over there, I'm going to see ya. Udo, yeah. And back, anyone up, to one happy. And you pray my time to see what I'm in a bed. Now I need a bag of you. Don't be wanting to give me. Anybody was only for Kano Kamishi. I know what was happy. And you pray my time to see what I'm in a bed. Now I need a bag of you. Don't be wanting to give me. Anybody was only for Kano Kamishi. on the mix. Put my shorty don't take the style. Put my baby like that. Put my shorty don't take the style. Put my baby like that. Put my shorty don't take the style. Put my baby like that. Put my shorty don't take the style. Put my baby like that. I've been around the world and I found the girl I want, and I ain't gonna keep there. Oh yeah, well, everything you want from me, I'll give it out to you. All I want from you, girl, is to show me that you love me too. Machina, machina, me do it. When you want to come in, I don't go in, yeah, me go. Machina, machina, me do it. When you want to come in, I don't go in, yeah, me go. Hey, yo, what is the monster sweat? 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 It's okay. See up a boy. I wouldn't say you're here. I'll be here. See up a boy. I wouldn't say you're here. Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Put my shawty on take the sky. Put my baby like that. Put my shawty on take the sky. Put my baby like that. Put my shawty on take the sky. Put my baby like that. Put my shawty on take the sky. Put my baby like that. Taking around the world and I found the girl I want, and I ain't gonna keep there. Oh yeah, so everything you want from me, I'll give it out to you. All I want from you, girl, is to show me that you love me. Put my shorty on take the sky. Put my baby like that. Put my shorty on take the sky. Put my baby like that. Put my shorty on take the sky. Put my baby like that. Put my shorty on take the sky. Put my baby like that. Put my baby like that. Put my baby like that. face all your drifters. Every person is so good at the key. Yeah, this wrong me with the key. Yeah, this wrong me with the key. She keeps the line. I'm on the line. What the weather say on your car? Christian Rona don't need the shooters. What can you take it? What can you take it? What can you do? We in America. But don't we do it in America? I want with your show. When I want my city, I was here. And I will go down the street of sorry. Never this is the other bit of the I'm the supreme king of love songs. Oh, when you I want her face, let them wear it. Her face, let them wear it. Her face, let them wear it. Yeah, change it, but I'll fashion, I'll fashion, I'll fashion. And my boo, hey, Yapon. Yapon. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time with Suffer Samuel Koso, Hey. Oh, for marriage lesson. Our real church. I'm putting you. Bye. Love you. Take care, guys. One love. But you got your next side, you got your next side, my college. It's a good to me, the child, the change to me, the child, the child, what's my mind? They put to the floor, and I can do it. What's the city, they put to the bar, and I can